So, welcome back to the bunker. We are getting ready now for the second bout of the evening. This is Mr. Whistler, and I'm now joined by Hot Roller.
Well, hello, hello. How you doing tonight?
You just went out there and you kicked some Hammer City butt a little while ago.
It was fucking fun, I'll tell you that.
Anyway, for those of you at home, we're about to see from Toronto Roller Derby that CM Power in pink taking on the Hammer City A team in white for the second half of our doubleheader this evening.
For the Hammer City Harlots and Toronto CM Power, first up, let's meet in the whites, the Hammer City Rollergirls A team.
So Cranky getting ready to introduce the A team. Oh, they have dance moves.
Oh, look at that. MC Hammer, that's a flashback and a half, eh?
Bloody Mess Jess, import from Tri-City, I believe. Yeah, Loraza Slam, number 88. Oh, Henry. It's a Little Red Roller Hood, number 7, I think. Yep, 795 is Tempura Tantrum. It's an awesome derby name. Wax Poetic, who we saw in the last game playing for the Harlots, doing double duty tonight.
Interesting one. JJ Blades, who used to play for Toronto Roller Derby, is now playing for Hamilton. Let's see what she does tonight.
Yeah, you're picking up the names a little bit better than I am right now.
Craigie's a little hard to understand at times.
That's right. Missy Carriage not playing tonight. She's got her arm in a sling.
Ouch, how did that happen?
I understand it was a bike accident. So at least it's not derby related.
Well, this is fair. This is fair. What question is on my mind is where is Lock and Roll tonight?
Yeah, she
was on the roster for both teams this evening and hasn't shown.
She's a no-show. She might be over at the hangar. She may have. She may not have got the memo about the move to the bunker.
Fair enough, fair enough. She's having a drink at the bar. And here comes all ladies in pink and silver. CM Power taking the track.
Brimstone, captain of the CM Power, who will also be representing Canada at the Blood and Thunder World Cup coming up in December.
The other captain of CM Power, Lady Scorcher, who is also on my team, the Betties.
That's right.
Veteran jammer pulling out her moves. Candy Crossbones plays for the Chicks Ahoy.
Doing the drunken monkey.
Deffa Caitlin, also known as Dust Bunny for the Go-Go Roller Girls. Oh, this is by far my best makeup in the entire league.
Right.
Hurlin Wall out to scare everybody tonight.
She scares small children with that get-up.
Jubilee, a long-time toured person. I think she's been here for all 5 years.
She might have been the first one here.
Lady Gaga, also a Go-Go Roller Girl.
One of 2 ladies on the CM Power.
is one of my personal favorite players, Nasher the Smasher for the Chicks Ahoy and now CM Power. Getting hit by her is always a pleasure.
Yep. Nasher definitely a big part of that Chicks Ahoy championship for Tord this year. And also her teammate Rebel Rocket just been introduced, number 7.
Santa Muerte, fairly new player to Tord, only a couple years, has really stepped it up. She's really improved amazingly. It's a pleasure to watch. So is Clobber.
Yep, number 87, Sinead Clobber.
Tara Part, the other part of Nasher the Smasher. That duo is called Tara Smash.
Yep.
They definitely work together.
Another one doing double duty tonight for Toronto Roller Derby, Tropic Thunder, number 47. And Pantyhoser, number 99. On the bench, it is His Unholiness, the Reverend Ramirez, joined tonight by the Derby Nerd.
Derby Nerd's first time doing a bench. No? Oh, he did it the last time too. Yep. Excellent. It's nice to see it when people get involved on more than one level, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
You get into it and then you get sucked right into
That's
it.
Right. The referees for this bout. Again, Penny Whistler will be your head referee. Your jam refs are going to be Hot Carl from Hammer City and Mattis Fraction here from Tri-City. On the outside, we've got Tall Glass of Water, T-Ref, and Lose Your Daddy. We also got Parking Lot on the inside pack. And Brady Cardia will once again be your jam timer. So lining up for our opening jam, we're going to be seeing Candy Crossbones in the pink. And it looks like JJ Blades for the Hammer City A-team.
You can see them there do a little fist bump, and that's because they've known each other for so long.
They go way back.
Nice move by Tara Part right off the pivot line. Joins her crew to form a wall.
Yep.
Oh, Hammer Girl trying to get in there and bust it up, but it doesn't work. Tara helping her jammer a little bit through there.
Silly Disco for Hammer City trying to give big walls there on Candy Crossbones.
JJ Blades giving it her all. She's trying, but Hurlin Wall holding her back strong.
But Candy Crossbones gets through first, and she is your lead jammers. JJ is still working her way through her initial pass.
JJ finally clearing the pack, making it around as Candy Crossbones coming up to the back of the pack.
Yep, she's coming up there on, looks like Tempura Tantrum. Gets through.
To pass and gets through the pack and calls it off. Nice and clean first jam.
Yep. A little bouncing there with Bloody Mess Jess wearing the 888. And 4 quick points for CM Power. Just a minute gone, 4-0 over the A-team.
Looks like we have Rebel Rocket pivoting this lineup with Nasher, Brimstone, and Lady Gaga. That is not a line you want to mess with for CM Power, let me tell you.
Not at all. It looks like we've got Little Red Rollerhead, number 7 for the A-team as the counterpart on the pivot line. Defa Caitlin going up against Loreza Slam. That's a name I have a hard time pronouncing on the jammer line. Caitlin, very nimble and quick. Threads the needle, and she's through as your lead jammer.
Hammer City having a hard time getting through that vicious wall I was talking about.
Nasher just riding the hips there of the Hamilton jammer.
Defa Caitlin making it to the back of the pack just as the Hammer Girl makes it through the front. And
Caitlin's got 4.
Chasing her with a vicious face. Check that out. She is ready to kill her. She's passing the jammer and calls it off to make the extra point. Very nice, Defa Caitlin.
She wanted that 5th point badly, and she got it. 9 for the CM Power, 0 so far for the A-team. A couple of quick jams. trying to see the number of the A-team jammer. Looks like it's number 26. That's Wax. No, it's not Wax Poetic. That's Bam Bam Bigelow. Sorry.
And she's up against Defa Caitlin again, who obviously really wants it.
Yeah, she really liked that last jam, so.
Tear apart, and Lady Scorcher holding back the Hammer Jammer as Caitlin makes it through, no problem.
Bam Bam trying to get through, but Hoser holding her back.
Some great waterfalling happening at the front of the pack here by CM Power. Big walls being built by Hammer City, but they're not being as offensive as perhaps they should be.
Zoe Disco taking down Defa Caitlin.
And the jam is called before Hammer can make it around the track again.
Yep. So another Grand Slam coming in for Defa Caitlin. No, but it was a 4. I saw the thumb from Carl as well, but I didn't think he had passed the jammer, so they have called that as just, no, it is 5. There it is. So
regardless,
14.
she doesn't get tired, eh? Like,
No.
she just keeps going and going.
So I wonder if we're going to see just a 2-jammer rotation tonight for CM Power, because now we're seeing Candy Crossbones again on the line, going up against JJ Blades.
These girls have endurance.
It was a nice move by O'Henry, but she went out of bounds herself, so Candy re-entered.
JJ Blades getting lead jammer for Hammer City. Candy Crossbones is catching up, but it looks like JJ is skating fast. She wants it.
So she may have an opportunity to pick up some points before she has to call it off. She's got 1, 2, 3.
She calls it before she gets past Rebel Rocket, which is a wise choice at that time.
Yep. Candy does pick up 1.
Oh, she picked up 3.
Oh, she picked up 3. They came a little bit on the slow side there.
Oh, we have a new jammer for CM Power, Brimstone.
Brimstone, triple threat, extraordinaire is the word I was looking for. And yeah, Loreza Slam again for Hammer City.
Brimstone is one of the most aware people I've ever met on the track. She knows everything that's happening at all times, which makes her an extreme threat.
Pantyhoser and Zoe Disco pivoting right now. Zoe takes out Lady Scorcher.
And Brimstone getting lead jam. Hammer City's starting to fight back a little. We're seeing a lot of hits in this pack, and the pack is pretty fast. I gotta say, no slow derby happening tonight.
No, not by a long shot. And that pack that CM Power has right now with Hurlin Wall, Pantyhoser specifically, they're going to be throwing the body. Little waitress by Tara for Brim.
And Brim calls it just as she gets through the pack before Hammer can get points. Is that true?
That was a 5.
Yep.
Another Grand Slam.
Another Grand Slam. They're doing pretty good right off the bat, eh?
Yep. They like to get those points in 5s, and with just about 7 minutes gone in the first half, it's 20-3 for CM Power.
It's the type of score you want to see there. Defa Caitlin back on the line.
The number 2 chant coming in from Gorgor Guy, who's in attendance this evening.
You gotta love diehard fans.
That's right.
Defa Caitlin swooping her way through that, slicing through it like butter, getting lead jam. Santa Morte
yeah.
coming out and just taking out that jammer.
That's Bam Bam Bigelow for Hammer City. Looking for some help from her pack right now.
I think Hammer City might have to adjust their strategy a little.
Yep. Hammer City was trying to trap Santa at the back to see if they can split that pack a bit. Ooh, big collision. Bam Bam was a little slow to get up. She had Hammerhead on top of her.
I think one of the strategies for CM Power tonight might be to wear these girls out. They're already looking a little tired, and CM Power looks like they haven't even started yet.
Nope.
All of the girls on CM Power practice at least 3 times a week at this point.
Oh, Henry colliding again with Defa Caitlin. Big hit by O'Henry.
Whoa!
And now
Oh!
you've got 3 CM Power skaters down.
But CM Power still has the Hamilton Jammer trapped behind them.
They did. That was a great move by Nasher just to stop.
Stefania Beaton trying to take out Defa Caitlin and just shaking her head because she just can't seem to do it.
Yeah, Stefania Beaton, another ringer that Hammer City's brought in this evening from Tri-City. But we had some more big points come in for CM Power. It's now 34-3. About 21 minutes left in this first half.
So Zoe Disco up against Pantyhose for the pivots tonight.
We're seeing JJ Blades and Candy Crossbones coming off the jammer line. Tear apart.
JJ slicing her way on the outside but takes a big spill. That'll put her back behind some CM Power players, giving the opportunity for Candy Crossbones to get lead jammer.
So Lilith No Fair working her way through the pack, trying to get a hold of that pivot, Pantyhoser. And she gets away with Herlin, and she's at the front right now, trying to make life difficult for JJ.
Herlin Wall can make life difficult for any jammer, for sure.
Yeah, Herlin's really blossomed. She came in into this league like right out of the gates. She was dominant, and she's really improved her game, and she's deadly out there with the body.
She's also trying to start a makeup trend, but no one else seems to be following it here at Tord. Maybe she can get a fan following somewhere else.
That's right.
That jam was called by Candy Crossbones, who brings in 5 points for CM Power.
So right now we got Little Red Roller Hood and Pantyhoser again pivoting up front, and Brimstone and number 88 Lareza Slam are your jammers.
Lareza Slam working her way through that pack really fast. Brimstone getting pushed to the inside. Brimstone trying to get some help, but keeps going to that inside and getting knocked down. Brimstone finally makes it through and cleanly to be your lead jammer.
Well, Lareza Slam finally breaks the back, but she is not lead.
Brimstone hitting a wall of hammer, but then manages to get past them all as she calls off the jam. She is a nimble little thing.
Oh, she totally is. So 43-point lead right now for CM Power. And we've had a bit of a lineup change also in the Tour TV production team at the moment. We've got Mr. Gaga working one of our cameras. Standing behind me, I've got Uppercut working our other camera. We've now got Slammy working on just production. There's the slam horn.
That's Slammy saying hi, everybody.
And we've got Titmouse running the Textcast right now. Candy colliding with Bloody Mess Dress.
Crossbones there didn't take the hold that was provided for her, and you can see how much that stops a jam.
For sure.
If you don't know where your player is going, it'll slow it right down. It doesn't slow Candy Crossbones down a lot, though. Obviously, she made lead jammer, and she's going around just as fast. The wonderful thing about these players is they don't give up. You never, ever see them give up. And, I mean, if Defa Caitlin's face in that one jam was a sign of it,
exactly.
That's sort of the heart and how they feel every time they go out.
The squad is tenacious, and the lineup they've put together this season is probably the most fearsome lineup I've seen CN Power put together over the years.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this is the first year that they've actually had serious skills tests and tryouts to be on CN Power.
Yep. It's a dedicated roster as well. Oh, Nasher the Smasher has gone to the box.
A place that she's seen a couple times.
Yes, but she's also somebody who's cleaned up her game a lot the past year.
It's true. She's really made an effort, and it's really shown.
Yeah, that was a major. I missed what the major was, but that's our first penalty visit this entire bout.
Oh, Jubilee stepping right over the jammer. That was amazing. Candy Crossbones looking a little winded, being told to just keep on trucking.
Yep. Lady Gaga forcing.
Called a cutting call, forcing her to cut or go behind, and she chose to cut.
Yep. Well, that's the third minor for Bam Bam, so she's going to probably try to use up that fourth one in a little while.
We're just over, actually, halfway through the first period, and usually that's where you start to see those minors rack up, and you start to see a little more action in the penalty box.
Yeah, now these teams are getting a bit of a feel for each other.
This is where we see some strategies changing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Hammer City called a timeout sometime soon.
No, I would expect to see that as well. We haven't had any timeouts yet in this bout. And we're moving at a great
pace. Look at her. She's just all over her. Just absolutely not letting her go at all.
Yeah, they're just using up that penalty to Nasher, which is now over. Both teams back with a full complement on the track.
Oh, Herlin Wall giving it
to O. Henry with the hockey helmet.
Obviously, that girl has skated for a long time.
That's right.
I have a feeling she's going to get pretty angry. They're all getting a little angry at this point.
Yeah, we're seeing both O. Henry and Hammerhead going after Defa Caitlin, allowing JJ Blades to get lead jammer status.
Here's where we see that face come on Defa Caitlin again, I bet.
Yep.
She does not like to not have lead, and she does not like to not score points. Oh, Henry taking her off to the outside, though.
And so we're going to be seeing some points at the end of this one, I think, for Hammer City.
And Defa Caitlin picks up those points and just keeps going around the track. And the jam is called.
Yeah, JJ calls it. And JJ has picked up a point for the A-team. 4 for CN Power, so it's 67-4 for CN Power. We also want to thank sponsors, Rollerbug.com and their brick and mortar Cardinal Skate Shop. Probably the charter sponsor for Tour TV. Big part of why we're able to bring this to you at home. And it wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for Rollerbug. Rollerbug.com, all your local and international roller skate needs. Brim and LaRaza slamming in on the jam line.
Lady Gaga breaking up that hammer wall and doing it successfully so that Brimstone can become your lead jammer.
We now have a power jam. LaRaza slam getting sent to the box on a 4th minor. And Brim is the only jammer on the track right now.
Brim's having a tough time getting past that wall. But here comes her girls to break it up for her. And she makes it through. Nicely done. The wonderful thing about CN Power is their level of communication. And Rebel Rocket is one of the most knowledgeable people that I have ever met about roller derby. She actually knows all of the rules off by heart and can quote them to you with their numbers.
Yep. Brim got recycled back and decided to take a minor cut on a re-entry.
CM Power goading a player so that there's a no pack and Brimstone is let go.
Actually, they've got 2 trap back there. Watch it, now it's Lilith No Fair. They also have Bloody Mess Jess. Bloody Mess Jess and Zoe Disco trying to catch Brim. Zoe does, but goes down so Brim can re-enter ahead of her.
And Brimstone calls that jam. That was a good fight, but she definitely picked up a few points there. Now 81-4 for CM Power.
Yep, I think that was a 17-point jam and all. Kind of lost track of where we started. No, 14, sorry, because I think it was at 67 before that last one. It's about 11 minutes left in the first half. You may be watching us on Canuck Derby TV. If you are, please, you'll see a little button off to the side. It says donate. If you click on that, that'll help our friends at CanuckDerbyTV.com continue to bring you all the finest Canadian roller derby action.
Oh, Henry took out Hurlin Wall there as the jammer's being released. One of my favorites from my team, Tropic Thunder, now lead jammer. Way to
you
go,
know what?
Tropic.
I was saying this to the Derby Nerd before, that with all the jammers that CM Power has, seeing her jamming for the Betties, especially in the last bout, wasn't expecting to see her on the jammer line, and he kind of gave me a quizzical look. So I think he maybe knew that she would be jamming in this one, since he is on the bench after all.
We may have done things on purpose. Tropic Thunder, though, has come an amazing way and is truly a dedicated skater.
No,
she puts her all into it.
She
and
does.
When you're at practice, she does not give it at 50%.
Yeah.
It's 110,
Yep.
or just leave her alone.
She's also a big part of Tour TV as a coordinator. And if wasn't playing tonight, she'd be back here helping run the show. But she did get 4 points on that. I remember when Tropic didn't want to jam, didn't like jamming.
I also remember that because I was her captain at the time.
That's right.
And she kept saying, no, no, no. And I kept saying, yeah, really, you can do this. And obviously that was the right choice because she really, really is an amazing skater.
So new jammer for the A-team right now. Bloody Mess Jess is your lead jammer. She is, though, reabsorbed into the pack right now. Now they have to let her go.
Defa Caitlin skating her heart out as no lead, but doesn't make it as Jess calls it off.
Yep. At that point, we did see Defa Caitlin starting to catch up to that pack, and she knew she wasn't going to be able to get the points herself, so she called it, kept it a scoreless jam. About 9 minutes to go in the first half.
We have Hurlin Wall in the box for CM Power. And number 5 for Hammer City.
Oh, that'll be JJ Blades. So we've got a 3-3 pack situation.
3-3 pack situation.
For
Tara trying to take out O'Henry. They're not working, but she manages to break up that wall and get Brimstone past her.
Oh, big hit by Pantyhoser.
Tara Park just beating on O'Henry. It's not letting her have it. Her and Scorcher controlling this pack.
And Hurlin Wall flies back on the track after she completed her penalty. Oh, was that Pantyhoser? Was it a back block major? I think she got
JJ
some.
Blades back on the track as a blocker this time. Brimstone's being taken down and is at the back of the pack trying to fight her way through. Getting some help from her players, but she seems to hit a wall of Hammer City up there. Lady Scorcher trying to help her out and create a wall, but O'Henry just won't leave her alone. But then Miracle falls down and Brimstone calls it. Just doesn't see the opportunity as Hammer City's jammer comes flying up beside her.
Yeah, Laura's a slam on that jam. Every time she went past, she kept checking her lip. Like, I know she took a hard hit early in that jam from pantyhose, or it might be the one that's got hosers sent off. I think she was looking to see if she was bleeding, but looks like she's okay, and she's back on the bench. But 7 minutes to go in the first half. It's 90 for CM Power and 6 for the A-team. Katie Crossbones giving directions to her pack.
The A-team trying to speed this game up, all taking off so that the pack is over there.
Betty Whistler kind of laughing like, you guys, there's a pack over on this side of the track. Katie working her way up. She's through.
Getting a whip from Rebel Rocket so that she can go even faster if that's possible.
Bam Bam Bigelow has to be let go by Nasher as that pack had fallen apart.
See how that pack reforms as the CM Power jammer comes up. And Candy makes it through like butter.
Yep. She picks up 4 points. So that's 6 minutes to go. It's 94-6. Another sponsor we need to thank. Have you been to Cardinal Rule?
I have been to Cardinal Rule, in fact, and it is amazing food, absolutely.
Yep.
And the decor is totally fun. I love the fact that the waitresses dress up in their little outfits.
They do, yep.
It's ever exciting.
And they're at the foot of Roncesvalles, just north of Queen Street in the west end of Toronto. And another big sponsor for Tour TV.
They do a great brunch. And if you need a little something the morning after, they do pitchers of hard alcohol.
That's right. What's not to love?
Exactly.
Defa Caitlin quickly through on the second turn, and she's your lead jammer. JJ Blades trying to get past Tara Hurlin and Lady Scorcher.
That's not a wall I would want to deal with at all. And obviously, JJ's having a hard time and looking at her skaters.
She got knocked to the inside by Tara Park.
Oh, Henry taking down Defa Caitlin. But Caitlin is up so fast, she's already through the pack again. And now she's blocking JJ.
But she's having fun.
Switched, and she's having a good time with it. She's absorbing her back into the pack so that she can take off again. That is an amazing strategy. And one that I know that CM Power has been working on for quite a while. So to see them succeed in that is really awesome.
Little baby eating, and Caitlin jumping the apex as well. And quickly, that's going to be big points coming in. She's already got 10, and there's about 40 seconds left in this jam. She's going to have an opportunity for one more pass. JJ still trying to work her way through.
JJ making it through the pack and taking off as fast as she can to try to catch up. But Caitlin calls it. Not giving her the opportunity at all.
CM Power crosses the century barrier. 104, 6 points for the A-team. Now, both these squads are members of the WFTDA, but however, it's not a sanctioned bout this evening. I think mostly because Hammer City wasn't able to put together enough of a charter roster for the bout. They do have a number of imports from Tri-City. Hammer City's been doing some reorganization the last couple of years. They lost a number of veterans, but they still have a good core. We saw Candy Sass, an old friend of ours, playing for the Harlots in the opening bout.
We've had quite a few people go between Hamilton and Toronto over the years, and I think for the most part, we're friendly
Who's that jammer, by the way, for CM Power?
Is that Nasher the Smasher jamming? How
I have never
amazing
seen
is that? That is awesome. I can only imagine that she would beat her way through a pack. Look at this.
And it's a power jam, too. LaRaza Slam's just been sent out again.
CM Power shows amazing strength at goading one of the Hamilton players in order to let Nasher through. And Nasher comes up so quickly and just makes it through those hammers. She's stuck a little bit, but now no puck, and she gets through again. And one of the Hammer girls takes a
catching
takes a
Tempura
penalty.
Tantrum, who takes an out of play penalty for sure.
You got to watch how far away you are from that pack, let me tell you. It's easy to hit somebody out of play, but at this level, you have to watch
big fall. Looks like Zoe Disco caught the edge of Nasher.
Nasher's on her third pass now.
CM Power has slowed that pack down. Who do they have trapped back there?
They have really worked on their discipline for knowing to change from defense to offense and knowing what's happening on each pass.
Lorenza Slam's back on the track, but
unfortunately, she's right behind Jubilee, and that's never a place that you want to start.
Nope. Now that jam's winding down. 15 huge points, possibly more.
129 to 6.
That might have been more than 15. That might have been. I'm not sure. I lost track of where we were when we started.
That's just a heck of a lot.
I think I was just so shocked that Nasher was jamming.
But how amazing is that to see players progress so that they can become triple threats over and over and over.
And I think for the rest of Tord, that is a message that to beware of the Chicks Ahoy next year. If she's going to be a jammer for them too, who knows?
Well, the Chicks Ahoy and the Gorgor Rollergirls are definitely two teams to look out for.
Seeing a new jammer right now for Hammer City as well. They've put out Little Red Rollerhood, who was pivoting earlier. She's still in the pack while Candy Crossbones already broke the pack and is your lead jammer.
She's looking for some serious help from her team right now as CM Power is controlling the front of that pack.
Taking another big hit from Tempura Tantrum, but Tantrum's the one that goes down.
And Candy Crossbones makes it through again. She's your lead jammer, so she's watching it as Hammer makes it through that pack.
It's about 30 seconds left on the period clock, but over a minute left on the jam clock. We'll have to see what happens if she calls it, and if they're going to take a timeout, or if they're going to let the clock run down on this first half. Now, CM Power is not going to call that timeout. So it looks like
it's amazing how half an hour goes so fast, eh?
It's especially with this no timeouts. Like, looks
I know.
like. Yep, that's the half. So
I'm absolutely shocked that there were no timeouts called by Hammer City.
Yep.
I would have thought that they would have calmed down and restructured.
Yeah, and very few penalty trips as well. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A team, and 3 visits by CN Power. So a very fast pace.
Showing the level of skating at this point, where people aren't taking the penalties. They're not taking a dive. They're not trying to hit when they shouldn't.
So we're going into halftime. We'll be back for the second half in about 15 minutes. 135 for CN Power, 6 for the A team. I'm Mr. Whistler.
And I'm Hot Roller.
And we will be back shortly.
Enjoy your break.